Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us. My name is Nhlanhla Vilakazi. I am the brand operations specialist here at ALX, and welcome to our webinar, Moving Forward with AI Career Essentials. In the chat, please let us know who you are and where you are joining us from. Today, we are diving into the world where artificial intelligence isn't just a concept from the future. It's also a powerful tool that is shaping our present and driving innovation across every industry, from its early beginnings as a bold idea in the 1950s to the groundbreaking advancements that we are seeing today in 2024. AI has transformed the way that we live, the way that we work, and the way that we think. And here at ALX, we believe in harnessing this power to create real, tangible, impactful careers. And that's exactly what the AiCE program is all about. This program is designed to equip young professionals with the skills and knowledge to thrive in the AI-driven world. And today we are honored to have four incredible graduates with us who have not only completed the AiCE program, but are now trailblazing in their careers. They'll be sharing their journeys, the benefits they've gained from this program, and how AiCE continues to shape their careers in a meaningful way. This session today is more than just a discussion. It's a window into the future guided by those who are living right in it. Today, we are going to get inspired, we are going to learn and explore the limitless possibilities that AI and the AiCE program offers. But before we get into everything, I would like our guests today to introduce themselves and let us know more about who they are. I would like to start with you, Faith. Thank you so much for joining us. Could you please tell us more about yourself, where you're from, and what you're currently doing in your career?
Hi everyone, my name is Faith Chepngeno from Nairobi, Kenya. Currently, I'm a community champion for the AiCE cohort 6. And yeah, I'm currently also a data analytics learner with the ALX. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Faith. As a champion, as a learner champion, can you tell us more about what you're doing? What exactly what does it mean to be a champion?
Wow, as a community champion, it's an amazing opportunity for me. I help the current learners to helping them to maneuver through the coursework. I also update them with everything. I post daily. There are daily posts that I post each day to keep them updated on what they're supposed to do. And also, as a community champion, through those posts, I also learn a lot. It's not like because I'm a community champion, I just am the right one. I also, through the chats, I also learn through a lot through the learners. Yeah.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. We are also joined by Kelvin. Kelvin, thank you for joining us. Can you please tell us more about yourself, where you're from, and what you're currently doing in your career?
Hello everyone, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, thank you so much for this opportunity. So my name is Tawa Kelvin and I am a proud citizen of Cameroon. Currently, I'm at the African Leadership University where I actually study software engineering, but I also have a mission in wildlife and conservation because I am actually an activist of change. Yeah, so that is just a little about me.
Wonderful. Thank you, Kevin. And then moving on to another guest, Nagwan, thank you for joining. Please tell us more about yourself, where you're from, and what you're currently doing.
Hello, everyone. First, I want to thank you for choosing me to be one of the guest speakers today. And thanks and Technology Alex and Alex Egypt team for giving me such an amazing opportunity to share my journey with a new learner. I am Nagwan Ramadan. I'm Egyptian. I'm 35 years old, married, and have two children. I graduated from Ain University with a Bachelor in Science in Microbiology and Chemistry. Additionally, I have three diplomas in various fields like food safety and quality, medical nutrition, and clinical biochemistry. I worked as a lab manager and food safety and quality specialist and got promoted to be a quality manager after 9 months. Also, I worked as a biology teacher. Currently, I am a master's student and scientific researcher in the field of cancer biology at the National Cancer Institute.
Wow,
Thank
incredible
you.
background right there. Thank you so much, Nagwan, for sharing. And last but not least, Yolande, thank you for joining us. Please tell us more about yourself, where you're from, and what you're currently doing.
Hi, Lala. Thank you. Good morning, everybody. My name is Yolanda Tubenyohwe. I'm a Togolese, and I have a background in administration. And so I work as a bilingual assistant or a project officer with a regional organization. And so my other background is in social science, project management, and linguistic or language as a whole. And currently, I work with a regional organization working with 6 countries across West Africa. And so I got to know about ALX through a friend or a colleague that actually presented me with this the work that the MasterCard has been doing with ALX programs and everything. And so she shared the link with me. I postulated. And since then, I applied to the data analytic course, which I've finished. I did the ACE program, and currently I'm in my last week of my virtual assistant program. Yeah, thank you very much for the opportunity to be here. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Yolanda. Thank you for sharing. What a wonderful journey that you've had. We are glad to have you here today. Just for everyone who's watching, please, if you have any questions, leave it in the chat box. We'll make sure that our guests today, they answer your questions. We also have our team who are going to be helping with any questions that you have related to the application. We want to make sure that this engagement is for you to learn more about what the ACE program is about and make sure that you're going to be able to join the journey that everyone here has been able to go through. All right, so everybody has introduced themselves. So now, ACE, a new program that is being launched by ALX. Nagwan, I want to start with you. Why did you apply for the ACE program?
I applied for a program to enhance my writing skills, especially scientific writing. Also, I wanted to learn more about AI and how it is applied in different industries.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for sharing, Nagwan. I think one of the biggest thing, or I find rather interesting about your journey when you were part of the program, you had a very special, request where you were still part of the program, and some people reached out to you because they thought you were a UX designer. Can you please tell us more about that?
Okay. While I'm working on simulation for a vacation app, a peer from Nigeria admired my app interface and landing page, assumed that I am a UX UI designer, and asked for working together. But I told him that I am a scientific researcher, and it was the first time to me to do something like this. His recognition and the positive feedbacks I got from my peers during peer coaching sessions give me the confidence, and it showed that I'm ready to do new rules in different fields if I approach them correctly.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. I think this also speaks about how the ACE program is so advanced to a point where people can, assume that you're doing so many things. Thank you for sharing, Nogwan. Kelvin, I also want to hear from you. Can you please tell us more about what drew you to apply in the ACE program?
Okay, I think applying to the ACE program was kind of because when I came, like I said, I'm from Cameroon, and I think technology is kind of not really as advanced as let me say Rwanda and maybe in abroad in America and the rest. So the systems like are still kind of analogous. Like we still use like letters we are writing, which is kind of tedious. So when I left Cameroon, I was into civil engineering, and I realized that in as much as I was so brilliant in school, I actually lacked computer skills. I actually lacked the like these modern skills like AI and the rest. And I was kind of moved by the fact that the world is kind of advancing at a very fast rate. Technology is not actually waiting for anyone. I think this motivated me to actually apply for the ACE program because I realized that I had so many skills, but in the aspect of technology and I lacked so much. I was actually very much behind. I didn't even have a laptop, not to talk of manipulating one. So I saw this as an opportunity for me to enhance my skills and go and get rooted in AI and technology so that I can be very ready for the job market. Thank you.
Wonderful. Thank you for sharing, Calvin. I think I agree with you in terms of the advancing world. We definitely need to learn, those skills that will take our career to the next level. And to you, Yolanda, can you please also tell us more about, you mentioned that you were introduced, to ALX through a friend. What made you decide that I actually want to apply for the ACE program?
Yeah, so for me, I didn't start with the ACE program. I started with the data analytics program, but then we got curious. We got more curious. I wanted to learn more. I wanted to actually put that concept of continuous learning into action in my life. And so when ALS broadcasted the ACE program, mind you, we're the pioneers of the ACE program. So when ALX broadcasted it, I was just curious. There was this concept that the AI or the artificial intelligence is here to take our jobs away from us. And so I was just curious, is this AI really, really coming to take my job away from me? I just wanted to learn. I just wanted to strengthen my capacity. And so I applied and then I got into the program. And this actually allowed me to excel, to actually broaden my capacities in tech, in using AI, in using the tools that this program has actually uh, 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 built us with, actually in my career and in my work and in my everyday to-day work, actually. Thank you.
Wow, incredible. I actually just commend your resilience in continuous learning. I think it's very important for everyone to upskill themselves and continue to, want to learn more. I want to ask you a quick question, Yolande. We have a question in the chat right now, which I think you'd be good to answer that. I will also ask the other guys as well. But for you, because you have a very intensive, like you had incredible career, you have done so many incredible things, and you have done like other programs within the ALX ecosystem. Jones is asking, what opportunities do I have after completing the ACE program?
Oh, John, I don't know if you work already or if you are just a student for now, but I will tell you that this ACE program is going to expand your knowledge, is going to actually give you the opportunity to see tech in other level. And so I'll tell you that it will give you tools that you are going to work with every day in your life. And so you will not regret actually coming to this program or taking the ACE program. And that's what I can tell you. Yeah.
Wonderful response. Thank you so much for sharing, Yolande. Faith, also want to ask you, I want to ask, in terms of, the application and what drew you to apply for the ACE program. You have a very interesting journey. Can you please tell us more about that journey and how you got into ACE?
Okay. I got into ACE. At first, I heard about LX before. Then I had applied for the data analytics program, but I really didn't qualify. So about some 6 months later, LX launched the AiCE program. And so I was so interested to apply for the AiCE program, which was the application. Since I had applied the last time, this time round, I think I had an experience on the application. I didn't just apply just for the sake. I really wanted to do the AiCE program with the ALX because personally, I didn't know that there are a big number of AI tools. I only knew of ChatGPT and I think Gemini, those the common ones. But during the AiCE program, I really understood that AI is a wide topic. Like the tools are really a lot. And yeah, after the program, I think I really learned a lot. It wasn't, I can't say it was an easy journey because when I was applying, I also saw it was only 6 weeks. So I was like, I think I can do this. It might be a walk on the park, but yeah, I can really say it was the rigorous activities and everything are really worth it because after that, you get, you really, you get the skills, both the soft skills and the technical skills. So yeah, it's good to embrace such and yeah, be open to learning as Yolande has told us. Stay curious. Yeah.
Stay curious indeed. Thank you so much for sharing, Faith. You mentioned that you are a community champion, and we have someone in the chat right now who has just completed high school, and they have a burning desire to become a writer, and because this is what they're interested in, and they are still stuck in, they don't know what to do because they don't have someone to sponsor them or someone to guide them. And we know that ACE program is actually, there's no charge in actually joining the ACE program. As a community champion, what would you say to our viewer today to motivate them to apply for the ACE program? Especially because they are, fresh from high school. I think it's very important for them to learn more about, the AI world.
Yeah, what I can say is in our current world, it's almost zero if someone is not conversant with technology, and it's really fast paced. What you know today, tomorrow it might change. So what I can say to someone who wants to apply for the course, go for it. It's really worth it and you'll be far much ahead compared to someone who has not really gone through the AiCE program. It's about the technical skills, yes, learning the different tools, but we also learn about the soft skills, the simple things like communication skills, things like being self-aware. Above all, you're the driver of your own career. So take it up and do it. You're capable. Yeah.
Take it up and do it. I love that. Thank you so much for sharing, Faith. Moving on to the next question, Kelvin. So you applied for ACE. Obviously, when the word AI comes, people have different perceptions of what AI is. Can you please tell us more about what were your expectations when you joined the ACE program, and how did that experience align with the expectations that you have?
Okay, when I joined the ACE program, I didn't even know what ACE actually meant. So I was like curious. I did some research about ACE, and I actually learned that it was AI Career Essentials. So like the essentials that we need in our careers. I think from the beginning, I had my expectations were that I had very high expectations, which were to gain the fundamental skills for my career. I had also expectations to kind of network and communicate, networking with peers because I was actually in the Kigali group. So I was like, and I'm someone that I was kind of an introvert. So my expectations were to network with people, to actually gain the fundamental skills needed for my career. And lastly, I had also my expectations as improving so much in my career and my personal life in computing skills and so many others. Yeah.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Kevin, for sharing. Nagwan, same question to you. Can you please tell us more about your initial expectations when you joined the AiCE program, and how did that experience align with those expectations?
When I first joined ACE, I was eager, but I'm unsure about what to expect. The program promised to not only give me knowledge, but also to transform me both personally and professionally. I'm happy to say it delivered on that promise and exceeded my expectation. So far, I learned more about AI, and I will share with you how it helped me to shape my career. I have a passion for education and technology. I'm excited to share my insights with you today.
Awesome. Thank you, Nagwan. I want to ask you something. There's a question by Sheila in the chat, and Sheila is actually pursuing a degree in biotech. You mentioned earlier on, Nagwan, that you have, different experiences and in different, career, journeys. And, Sheila wants to know if taking this program will boost, their degree, or should they take something different? You mentioned how AiCE has helped you. What would you say to Sheila to actually, apply for the AiCE program?
I want to say that at ALX, they believe that learning isn't about memorizing facts. It's about transform us personally and professionally. They designed a program for boosting my career with AI essential skills, especially one of the highlights, the ALX special sauce, a unique blend of skills and qualities that employers crave. There are a lot of skills I gained, but they focused on 8 key AI-infused skills that helped me to stand out as leading myself, leading others, communicating actively, managing complex tasks, and quantitative reasoning. Also, entrepreneurial thinking and critical thinking, and the last one, navigating tech. Instead of tackling these skills one by one, they integrated them in everything we learned. So I got to practice these skills and apply them constantly. If she want to apply for ACE, I highly recommend it, and she will gain a lot of skills that will help her to navigate different careers as her essential career.
I agree,
Thank you.
indeed. Thank you, Nagwan, for sharing. AI is very advanced. It's in every, as I mentioned earlier on, that, ACE is part of how we live, how we work, and how we think. And, getting those, skills needed, no matter what you're pursuing, it is very important to stand out, as you mentioned, and also just building the skills, that are needed in today's world. So now I just want to talk about the program highlights. So now everybody is, in the program, you are you connecting with different people, you are learning what actually is ACE, what actually is AI. Yolanda, can you please tell us more about what specific tools or concepts from the ACE program that you have found most valuable in your daily work, and how has that impacted your career?
Okay. So, like I said, I started my career for like about 8 years now. And so there were tools that I've been using that I didn't know that they were that AI was included in it. Like for example, Canva. I didn't know I could use AI to just write prompts and then create presentation. But then the ACE program actually showed me that yes, I can do that. I use on a daily basis. I write a lot of emails. I exchange a lot with the countries we work with, and so I used to do that manually with my head. I'll think, and it will not be the same message that you'll be sending across. And so, ChatGPT has become my best friend actually because it actually has taught me how to write those prompts in detail. And so writing the prompts as in detail is now giving me real results. So it's not just put an idea in the tool, but then when you are detailed with your prompts, it gives you a detailed result. And so my loves are ChatGPT, Canva, because I create presentations also in my line of work. Yeah, thank you.
Wonderful. Thank you so for sharing. I think it's very important, sometimes we think that tools that were existing before, they will remain as they are. But, with the world evolving, we need to make sure that we meet them halfway, especially when most of those tools are including AI. So we need to take advantage of that. Thank you so much for sharing, Yolande. And then for you, Kelvin, can you also tell us more about, the tools and the concept from the AiCE program that you have found valuable in your work, and how has that impacted your career?
Okay, I think I have two takeaways. First of all, the first one is that as I'm actually a software engineering student at African Leadership University, when I just arrived here, I was overwhelmed with the syntax errors and so many others in the codes. For example, when you write your codes, you have errors. You don't know how to address the errors because you're a junior programmer. So, but when I actually came to the ACE program and I learned a lot, I think I actually took ChatGPT and so many other AI tools as as my best friends, as Madam Yolande said. So with ChatGPT, what I do is I write my codes. When I have syntax errors, I kind of I copy my code and paste into ChatGPT. It explains to me. So it is more of my personal tutor. It's more of my personal teacher and assistant. So he explains to me the errors in my code. He corrects me and give me suggestions on what to do next. And I have actually been able to write meaningful and organized codes, which actually makes sense. Yeah. And initially, when I also joined the ACE program and I learned so much about large language models, I learned about AI hallucination and the rest. I was also kind of so much afraid that AI would take my job because I think I heard about that a lot, and I was kind of so I was like, so as all my struggle and my money for school fees, tuition to be a software engineer, and AI takes my job because it does the programming better than I do, and so many others. So I was kind of overwhelmed. I was like, what am I really going to do? But with the ACE program, I actually learned that. Even though people say AI will take a job, it is not AI that will actually take a job. It is those who know how to use the AI tools that will take a job. Yeah, and when I actually learned about this, it actually I was kind of ambitious and it motivated me to actually study and know how to use the tools so that nothing takes my job. And I think with that, I have been kind of confident that that I am actually in the right path and I should not fear of AI taking my job. Thank you.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for sharing, Calvin. I think this is very true because, most people are scared, it's just like, what is this AI thing? And, we don't realize that AI has been here for quite some time. It was just a working in progress and it's part of our lives. We shouldn't be scared of it. We're not going to lose our jobs. It's, part of our system where we need to learn and integrate and make sure that we are creating a better life with AI. Kelvin, there's a question on the chat, which I think is going to be very good because you mentioned that you're using ChatGPT to code and it corrects you. Someone is asking, with ChatGPT guiding you to do your work, will this not reduce the thinking capacity of people? For your side, what would you say, the benefits of ChatGPT and also just to answer the question if, this would not reduce the thinking capabilities?
Okay, I think that what the person has said is actually true uh, because I kind of know what I'm actually doing. I know that for me to be able to code and be a senior programmer, I have to know like the syntax of coding. I have to know everything into details. But like what the person also said, like using like I am not over dependent on ChatGPT. Like when I think this is saying that when you too much use something, it becomes like is like excess use of something is actually bad. Yeah. When you actually use AI like in everything you do, like everything you're kind of solely depend on it, it kind of limits your thinking capacity, which is very true. But however, that is actually not the case with me. I said as a junior programmer, I'm not a senior programmer. I was actually new in the tech industry and the rest. So I kind of and then my studies are kind of online. I've watched YouTube videos and so many others. But the thing is that, for example, with coding, I may have an intention of doing something, of coding something, but the approach to which I use may not actually lead to the final result to which I am looking forward to. So what I do is I write the code. It's not like ChatGPT does everything for me, no. I write the codes and then I can now, like, when I run the code and I don't see the expected result that I wanted, I can put the code in ChatGPT. I explain to it what I actually want, and then I ask it to highlight the errors in the code and ways in which I can kind of correct it. Yeah, I think with that, it won't actually, instead it boosts my reasoning and it makes me to kind of learn more. And like I said, I actually use it as my personal tutor because it kind of understands me more. Yeah, because rather than just watching YouTube videos, I may understand the YouTube videos, but not gain profound knowledge on the errors for which I'm tackling. So ChatGPT will explain it better and give me suggestions. Yeah, I think that's instead boosting my reasoning and my critical thinking. Thank you. I hope this answers the question.
Thank you, Kelvin. I think you've answered it in a very nice way. And I saw Yolanda was agreeing with you, and I hope our viewers are actually agreeing with you as well. So now I just want to talk about the community. So with ALX, you're not just part of our programs, you complete, and then that's it. We are very big on community support. Negwan, I know for your end, especially someone in North Africa, there's, various opportunities. Can you please tell us more about the community support that you have gotten from ALX? And can you share any specific examples of how networking has helped you?
Okay, being part from AiCE community has opened up new opportunities for me. After graduation, I was invited to speak as a guest speaker for other cohorts, sharing my journey and receiving positive feedbacks where they said I inspired them, give me the confidence to start as a freelancing, as scientific writer, content writer, and content creator. Um, and it encouraged me to help others to navigate their own routes. The recognition I got from my Nigerian peer also helped me to that I can handle and excel different roles if I approach it them correctly. So staying connected with ALEX community open up new opportunities in different fields.
Wonderful. Thank you for sharing. I think this is also very important is that, being part of the community also means that you are inspiring other people to go to the similar journey as you, and it opens you up to different possibilities, opportunities, different networking and meeting, different people from different backgrounds. Faith, I want to ask you the same question. You mentioned that you are a community champion, and before you became a community champion, you were an ALX, learner. Can you tell us more about how you interacted with the peers within the ALS community and how they supported you during your journey as you were learning the AiCE program?
Okay. I was in the first cohort. During that period, now having just joined the ALX, sometimes you don't even know how to maneuver through savannah and everything. And sometimes even during the milestones, I remember in my milestone one, I really failed terribly, and I was like, this one, will I really manage to finish? But then with my peers, they really encouraged me. In fact, they helped me to redo the milestone, and I really passed so well. Like, it's a community that you're not alone. Sometimes the technical activities are so tough that you even wonder if you can manage. But the peers are really helpful. They're strangers, yes, but there's a portal that you can speak. People are really willing to help. And yeah, it's so helpful because after that, now even doing the milestone, I also later I used to help other learners maneuver through it. And yeah, it's a community. You're not alone. You learn a lot. When things even get tough, it's not even about the technical activities and about only the AI program. You can also ask for, you find people with like-minded, maybe career dreams, and through that you make new friends, and they eventually help you through it. Yeah.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for sharing, Faith. Yolanda, I think you share something very similar with Faith. You are also part of the Code One. Can you just tell us more about how you interacted with your peers in the ALS community, supporting you during the ACE program? And can you also share some examples of how networking has helped you?
Okay, so for me, this community that ALS is giving us is actually something wonderful, because since my data analytic course, I've been in different groups. And so anytime there's an opportunity, they put it in that group for us so that everybody can apply or can partake in it. And so right, currently I'm part of a group of young people that are there to work together, to work on a study that we are doing into knowing the data domain in Ghana. And this, I got to know about it because I am part of this community. And also in terms of peers, my friend that told me about ALX is my accountability partner. And so that is how I was able to actually finish my data analytic course. And she's actually there anytime to actually push you. Anytime you're like, Alex, they're actually coming to bombard us with more things. She's like, no, you need to be focused. You need to be resilient. And so, yeah, this is what actually ALX gave me as community. Thank you.
Wonderful. Be focused and be resilient. I like that. There's a question here that I'm hoping that everyone will be able to help me answer it. So Jones is asking, for someone who doesn't have a clear career path, what job opportunities are you exposed to after completing the ACE program? Which and what industry can you work in, and in what role? As you know, everyone here is actually doing different things. You are maneuvering different, career paths. Kelvin, can you, just starting with you, what would you say are the opportunities that someone can get with, the ACE program, and how will ACE help them, acquire those opportunities?
To answer the question, I would love to just like say briefly about my own expectations, my own experience. I think that like when I came here and I started, and I didn't have to have an idea about the ACE program. I kind of applied for so many jobs and the rest, and it was not really successful. And I realized that I actually lacked the skills. So when I actually got into the ACE program and got familiar with the modern technology, the I think I started having more opportunities. I started having interviews for my jobs. Like when I apply for jobs, at first I wouldn't even go right up to like being selected. But after I completed the ACE program, I actually saw a turnaround in my job application process. I realized that I started going for interviews, being selected for them, and And to cut it short, I actually started going for even international events. Yeah, I think this was only possible with the ACE program. Like you said, someone that maybe does not have a clear career path. I think that I will still emphasize that. For example, I also gained a lot from the community. Like the community, I kind of appreciate and thank ALX so much for the community that they have actually built. Like if you go on the community portal, you see legacy points, you see a learning, you see communication. In fact, there are so many things. I think from the community portal as well, I actually learned so much, and I actually realized that I had so many opportunities. So for me, I think I could actually like go through like with the interviews and the rest because I had like a skill that I was kind of best in. So, for example, you may be good at writing, and when you use your your ACE program, and then you gain the AI skills, and you incorporate it in your writing skills, you can actually have a job. Like you can be an accountant or something somewhere. And for example, there's also a platform, like they said, there are many AIs like Workflow, Gemini, and ChatGPT, so many others. I was actually very surprised when I saw Udo is UDIO. You can go to udio.com, you learn more about it. I realized that even singers, if I'm a singer, I can go to Udo and I generate music. For example, not like you can totally depend just on it, but it can help you on how to actually do that. So I can say you just have to have a skill. Like you may be good in something. Like I believe that no one is kind of dull or something. Everyone has a talent that he or she is unique in. You can be singing, you can be dancing, you can be writing, you can be teaching. You are good in something. So when you add AI into that, you incorporate AI into it, you can actually learn on the job actually. For example, I actually applied for one where I was supposed to be a tutor, a math tutor because I was good in physics and the rest, and like generating lesson plans and the rest. I kind of went to GPT and I explained to it, I kind of just drafted it, and it brought me a good lesson plan, which was kind of good. Yeah. Yeah. So that's what I can say. Yeah. I don't know if that answers the question. Thank you.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Kelvin. Yolanda, as someone who has such an incredible journey, you have done so many incredible things, you've met so many incredible people. For someone who doesn't have a clear, direction in terms of their path, and they're seeing an ACE program as a way to actually, hone in their skills and getting more opportunities in various industries, what advice would you give someone who is still trying to figure out, and also like someone who's very interested in doing so many things?
So I'll tell that person to actually trust in the process. This program has a wide curriculum that actually is going to build your skill into guiding you and finding your path. And so I'll tell the person to focus and be diligent and be open to doing hard things. Because I hear a lot of young people these days saying that the things on ALX are too much. There are too much emails. They can't read it. They can't read every communication that comes their way. I'll tell them to be more focused, more resilient, and trust in the process, because really, if they don't know what path to take, this program is actually going to build their skill to actually know what they want to do in the future. Yeah.
Amazing. Thank you so much for that advice. I hope that it answers our viewers' question, and make sure that you apply for the ACE program. It's very, very important. So now I wanna shift, the conversation. And in life we know there's challenges, and we can't run away from those. Nagwan, I just wanna also find out from you. What has been your biggest challenge in your career so far, and how did the ACE program help you address it?
My biggest challenge has been moving from my role as a scientific researcher, and I wanted to try new something. The ACE program, helped me to make this step much easier. The positive feedback I got from my peers and AiCE Egypt team helped me and gave me the confidence to start as a freelancer, scientific writer, content writer, and content creator. The skills I learned helped me to make this new step much easier. There are a lot of skills I gained, like critical thinking, which helped me to solve a problem and make good decisions. Also, time management and storytelling skills help me to stay organized and create engaging content, while leadership skills help me to work well with others. So I have a lot of skills which give me the confidence to start the freelancing. And also, it's a surprise for you. I have participated in a big event in Egypt about writing stories for children. I have participated and wrote a series for children about ethics and how to treat with others. This chance I got from my new peer from AiCE 3. I am from AiCE 1. My friend was from AiCE 3. So I told you that staying connected with peers will give me and open new challenges and opportunities like this opportunity I got through the last 2 weeks. I have a lot of challenges I faced, like scientific writing, and I got promoted for that. Also, the chance to participate in this amazing event, and I hope I will succeed. Thank you.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for sharing, Nugwan. Wow, you had such an incredible journey. Now I just want to read that story. And then for you, Faith, what would you say has been your biggest challenge in your career so far, and how did the AiCE program help you address it?
Okay, personally, I can say the education system here in Kenya, like you go to campus, you finish campus, all you do there is just cram to pass the exam. But then after you finish school, you're out here, yeah, you have the degree certificate, but you have zero skills. And in order for one to get a job, I think you really need even only one skill so that you can thrive. So my biggest challenge has been I did a Bachelor of Arts in Development Studies. So transitioning from that to the AiCE program wasn't that really easy, but I can say right now I'm really good. And the AiCE program has also, it equipped me with necessary technical skills and the soft skills that right now pursuing the data analytics program is not really hard compared to the me doing the AI program. Yeah.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for sharing, Faith. And then for you, Yolande, can you also tell us more about the challenges that you have faced in your career, or are you still facing those challenges? And how is AiCE helping you address those challenges?
And so, like Faith just said, for me, the biggest challenge so far in my career was bridging the gap between the theoretical knowledge and the practical application that we have in the tech industry. And so this AiCE program has actually built my capacities into having these practical skills. It has built my confidence that everywhere I find myself at today, I can say something about myself. And this has been taught to me by the AiCE program. It actually built my professional network. I have friends everywhere around the world through the community and through this program. And so, yeah, the challenges are still there, but I feel like I have more tools now than what I used to have then to actually excel in my career and in my everyday life. Yeah.
Thank you so much for sharing. Now I just want to change the gear bit. So earlier on, we were talking about, different skills that everyone has learned here. Kelvin, you mentioned that, when you first head of AI, you were actually scared that you would lose your job, and that was not the case. And the ACE program has helped you to actually, as Yolanda and Faith mentioned, bridge that gap. We know AI is here to stay. It's evolving. It's getting better. It's getting bigger. It's helping us to navigate life. What would you say are the specific tools that and the skills that you acquired through the ACE program that you still find valuable in your day-to-day work?
Okay, so Yulan and the others, Faith have said, I was overwhelmed as well when I just started. But some of the tools that I use, we have Claude, we have ChatGPT, we have Gemini, and just listing a few. So I actually took these tools upon myself. Like we are in, how can I say, is it a new generation or something? We are actually in a new world now of technology. So the fact is, ChatGPT and AI and the rest, it has actually come to stay. There's no way that I can say maybe in subsequent years we won't have that again. Yeah, it has kind of made life much more easier for me. Like when I just started the program, I was overwhelmed, like I said. And like you guys all know, the life of a programmer, of a software engineer or something, you realize that actually having those syntax errors you can spend days like thinking about it, what to do with regards to the problems. But with AI, it kind of just teaches me like, okay, this is where the error is. And I was like, okay, tell me more about it. It tells me more. And then I solve the issue. And I know that, okay, subsequently, these are errors I'm supposed to avoid in the future. And also, highlighting a little bit on on my ALX journey, I actually kind of gained so much with regards to like the community and those who I actually work with. Like I met so many friends because first of all, I'm an introvert. I don't talk much. But with the ACE program, I kind of had to network with so many people. Like they'll ask you every time, "What are you doing? What is this?" and the rest. And also, in my journey as a software engineer, I was devoted to like studying, and I realized that sometimes I'm overwhelmed with I have so many tasks to study at once. And sometimes I end up studying nothing. But with the AI and the ACE program, I kind of learned much about AI, and then I kind of know how to um, organize my task. For example, like when I don't know what to do, I just ask it to like, okay, this is what I want to do, this is what I want to do, this is what I want to do. I list the various tasks I want to do, like on a scale of preference, and then it highlights, okay, since this task is kind of less priority, like give less priority to it, you can do this one at this time. You can go to the resources and learn about this, yeah, and so many others. So it kind of helped me so much. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Kelvin. I like the fact that you mentioned like the new world, you know, like what is the new world? The new world is AI, the new world is ACE. Faith, with Kelvin mentioning the new world, obviously there's career evolution. Uh, how would you say the ACE program has helped you to adapt to the changing technological landscape, and how do you how do you future-proof your career?
Okay, first I want to say that in this current world, like if you know nothing about technology, absolutely you really can't. If you're looking maybe for a job, you really know you're supposed to at least understand how the technology is, even the basic things like AI, how to use AI tools, all those things. So for me, I think right now compared to before I did the AiCE program, right now I really have the hunger to know what really is taking place, what has maybe something like Google released, understanding how to use the Google workspace and I the data-driven world, that even though like the technology is changing, at least you now know that you really understand how you can maneuver through it. Yeah.
Thank you, Faith, for sharing. Nakwan, same question for you. How has ACE helped you to adapt to the rapidly changing technological landscape, and how does it future-proof your career?
Okay, as I told you before, the skills I gained from ACE helped me a lot in my career as scientific researcher about scientific writing and summarizing a lot of papers, also analyzing large data sets. All of these things help me to pass anything I want to do. The skills I learned, like critical thinking and entrepreneurial thinking, and the other skills I told you, help me to be on the top of any trends I want to do in. Also, integrated the skills we learned in everything we do help me to get practice these skills and apply them constantly. So I think that ACE will help anyone who want to navigate the world of technology, and it will make it much easier.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. Yolande, earlier on you mentioned that, you are using tools like, Canva, Canva is AI now, and, I just want to find out from you, in your daily work, what future trends in the AI industry are you most excited about? And how do you plan to leverage your ACE experience to adopt to those trends?
Yes, so actually for me, ACE has actually provided me with a deep understanding of the AI, of the artificial intelligence. I know now that it is here to stay. It is here for us to continue working with them. And so it has allowed me to actually apply these theoretical concepts into practical things. And it's helping me today to actually have day-to-day information and actually helping me to um, what's the word, to personalize my learning paths and my interactive training. And so, yeah, that's what I can say to that question. Thank you.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. Kelvin, same question to you. As someone who, you did like software engineering, you are very in the tech space. What trends in the AI industry are you most excited about? And how do you plan to leverage, the ACE experience to adopt to these trends?
Okay, thanks so much for the opportunity. I think trends in the AI or in this kind of situation, I kind of grab so much like AI, and in the software engineering field, for example, we use AI almost in everything. For example, now like they're trying to incorporate AI in everything. I also used to use Canva a lot, and it's from the ACE program that I actually learn how to use Canva, like to build website to submit the milestones, and from other coding platforms like PyCharm, various IDEs, and VS Code. So let me talk with regards to PyCharm. I realized that there's also an AI need, which actually helps so much in writing your codes and so many others. I think the ACE program also has kind of expanded my mindset and my thinking. So for me to understand that, like someone said, AI has come to stay. So it gives me the motivation to continue using the AI, to learn more about it, and to kind of do hard things, as ALX and ALD says. So to kind of do hard things and to know that in as much as AI came as a surprise, there are also other amazing things that are also coming up. So I'm kind of open-minded to learn, and it has guided me to continuous learning. So like to keep on learning and to know new things and to be curious. Yeah. Thank you.
Wonderful. Thank you, Kelvin, for sharing that. Very, very amazing. So now, everyone, we talked about application, joining the program, the community that you have built. You have met wonderful people along the way. You have networked with amazing people, have gotten wonderful opportunities. So now it's time to encourage someone, we had different questions earlier on. People are asking, how do I do this? I'm not sure how to navigate my career path. Faith, I want to start with you. What advice or words of encouragement would you give someone who is looking to follow a similar journey as you?
The advice I can give to someone, I can say, personally, I really never knew that there will come a time that I'm going to venture into AI, I don't know, data analytics, the tech world. But I eventually did, and right now I really want to know more and more about technology. So what I can say to someone is, just stay curious, always have the urge to be open to learning, always. Just do it for yourself. Even as Alex is training all the learners, we have maybe 5,000 here in Kenya, 5,000 in Egypt, South Africa. So when you want to venture into this, work smart, knowing that the competition out here is really, it's not easy if in the competitive world and the job market. So what I can say, you're the owner of your career and everything. So go for it and do it. If I did it, and I actually never knew that someday I'm really going to get interested in the tech world. So do it, and do it for yourself. Yeah.
Oh, I really love that. Do it for yourself. That is powerful right there. Thank you for sharing, Faith. Nagwan, also, what advice or words of encouragement would you give someone who is looking to follow a similar journey as you?
Okay, I want to say, if you are looking to follow similar journey, here's my advice. First, set aside certain hour a day for learning. Manage your time carefully. Complete milestones and tests. Review all materials thoroughly. Apply what you learn at work, and the most important one, actively build your professional network and keep in touch with your peers. It will make the journey much easier and more enjoyable. Following these steps, you will make a great progress, and the support you receive will be fantastic. And I want to mention the African quote, which I appreciate. If you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. So if you are considering this program, I highly recommend it. It's a wonderful journey of discovery and growth, and I'm excited for you to experience the same success.
A wonderful journey of discovery. Powerful right there. Thank you for sharing, Nagwan. Kelvin, same question. What advice or words of encouragement are you giving someone today who is looking to follow a similar journey?
Okay, my advice would be that like you should always stay focused and curious, and I would like to like tell you that if someone like me, like when I left Cameroon, I actually had little or no idea in computer. Like I didn't even have a computer. Like I didn't know how to first of all use it. And today I can already use a laptop. I can build websites. I can navigate on Google Workspaces. I can do a lot of crazy things actually with my laptop and with the use of AI. So like it's kind of a motivation that if someone like me that actually did not even have all of these resources, I'm actually at this level in my career path, then what more of someone like you already that has a phone and is even attending a meeting already. So you already know you know so much. So this is actually a motivation that if someone like me can do this, you can do far much more than what I have done. And for those like want to go into the ACE program, which I would highly recommend that you do, I would like to tell you that even though it's just 6 weeks, but it's kind of 6 weeks of like highly intense learning. You should always you should focus on it and like dedicate some time. And moreover, it's kind of online. That is one. And you have the liberty to do the task at your convenience. So you are not like obliged to do it immediately. You have like 1 week. I think with me, I kind of was curious and very much open to learning that. I actually learned the stuff so fast that I started helping my mates and my peers in the community and in the group chat. And I also encourage that you should always try to work with each other and help others, like help your peers actually, because I realized that like I don't know if it's fate said, like when I also got into the ACE program and I started from the beginning it was kind of hard for me to be frank. Like I had some stuff like you don't know how to navigate. Like you don't know how to even go to the assignments. You don't know how to check your stuffs. But I realized that the more open I was, like to say, okay, please, can someone help me with this? People always reached out to me, which I was kind of very much happy that I had lovely people in in the community. Yeah, but I always encouraged you like to kind of like if you have any questions, always ask your peers. Then you can still ask the AI that the ALS has incorporated in the system. You can always ask, and so many others. So you can always ask so that like peers help you with the assignments and you learn more. Yeah. Even though it was long, thank you so much. I think that is my little piece of advice.
All advice we can take. Thank you for sharing, Calvin. That was amazing and wonderful. Yolanda, can you also tell us more, or not rather tell us more, any words of advice for someone who is looking to follow the similar journey?
Yeah, I'll tell that person to be curious, to be open-minded. The person should not be afraid of making mistakes. Don't stay in your corner because you are making mistakes. No, but interact with people. And this is why ALX is actually offering us this community, this beautiful community to network and to have peers around that can help us. So yeah, be open-minded, be curious, be open into doing hard things. Don't say that things are too difficult. And so I have to stop, I have to quit. No, don't be a quitter. But I encourage you to be more resilient and trust in the process, because really it's going to build your capacity. It's going to give you more horizons into the tech industry and the tech. You don't have to have a tech background, but then this ALX program is actually going to build that skill in you. Thank you.
Powerful. Thank you so much. I'm actually inspired, I think I'm more encouraged to actually take on the ACE program. So just to recap, you guys have shared incredible words. Faith, you said, do it for yourself. Nagwan, you said, build your professional journey and you will make progress. Calvin, you said, stay focused and work with your peers. And then Yolanda said, don't be afraid to make mistakes. And lastly, you said, be open to do hard things. I am so inspired, and I hope everybody who has been watching us is inspired. Everyone's journey here has been so incredible. I am so happy that you were able to be part of this program. And I'm also very honored that you are continuing to be part of our community. This is a community of impact. This is a community of future builders in Africa. And I am glad that people like you, wonderful people like you, are the future of this continent. And for everyone who's watching, thank you for joining us. This has been such a wonderful session. And don't forget that the applications for the space program are still open. The deadline is the 5th of September. Make sure that you secure your space and make sure that you are joining a community of hard doers. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. Thank you, Faith. Thank you, Nagwan. Thank you so much, Yolande, and thank you so much, Calvin. This has been wonderful. And I guess we will see you guys in the next session. Thank you, everybody. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.